We have new numbers in that could decide a couple of key races in the 2025 election. King County just counted close to 100,000 ballots. KOMO senior reporter Chris Daniels is here now to explain. Let's start with the mayor's race.
And it's going to probably come down to the wire based on the numbers that were just released by King County elections. With all of those ballots that were counted today, Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell is trying to earn a second term in the face-off with challenger Katie Wilson. And you can see the numbers there on your screen. It is down to less than 2 points between Bruce Harrell and Katie Wilson. He's clocking in right now at 50.74% of the vote, her at 48.86%. A 4,000 vote difference. 57,000 votes were counted today, and it is now razor tight, and that is with more votes to be counted on Monday. As Mary noted, 100,000 ballots counted today. Many of them put in ballot boxes on Election Day. These are ballots that were officially being counted today at King County elections that you are seeing on your screen right now after signature verification. In fact, King County elections tells me that more people dropped their ballots into ballot boxes on Election Day on Tuesday than last year's presidential election, and more than any election in the last 5 years. Here is what Harrell and Wilson told me in advance of these new numbers and what they were hoping.
Well, what we're hopeful for is just the continuation of her underperforming continues. And again, they have some ground to make up. But you know, Chris, this job has never been about me, and I've made that very clear, that I've served the city for 16 years. I'm willing to serve it for 4 more years. It's a tough job. I have options in life, but my biggest option I want to take is to serve this city.
I mean, regardless of the results, it's been an amazing experience, and I really think that, you know, the enthusiasm that we had at our election night party, just the huge crowd of people who came out from all walks of life, from all neighborhoods of the city, was so inspiring. And I really think that our message of affordability has resonated really broadly across Seattle.
I talked to the Wilson camp just before 4 o'clock. They told me they are incredibly excited by these ballot returns today, that they are better than the campaign expected. Now with that just small margin of 2 points, to give you an idea, they were down 8 points on Wednesday, 6 points yesterday. It is narrowed considerably to 2 points. That is the momentum that the Wilson campaign was looking for with these late returns. The last big batch will come on Monday. Now, I did ask today, King County elections, the questions that a lot of people have been asking about why there are so many votes that come in this late in the week, and the unusual number of ballots potentially that were put into those ballot boxes because of the government shutdown.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a factor when we do the postmortem on all of this. And there's nothing yet to quantify just if that has anything to do with this. But this is a usual process every year in terms of these ballots coming out on Wednesday, or the returns coming out on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. King County elections told me they have 380 people that are currently working on counting these ballots on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's usually in a 10 to 12-hour shift that ends at 6 o'clock. We're going to talk more about that process at 6. But bottom line, with all of these numbers today, the Katie Wilson campaign is incredibly excited about these numbers narrowing in the race for Seattle Mayor.
I know when you talked to Mayor Harrell yesterday, he said he was going to let the strategists and the pundits deal with these numbers as the percentages trickle in and get closer and closer. But I have to believe this is going to be a very tense 48-hour wait for both candidates as we wait to see what happens Monday.
She gained about, by rough math, more than 5,000 votes in the tally. Went from down just over 9,000 votes to about 4,000 now.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. We'll see you at 6. In the race for King County Executive, Claudia Balducci has conceded to challenger Gurmai Zahalai. Gurmai's lead grew to nearly 8 points after today's drop. Despite Balducci conceding, votes are still being counted. The next drop again is scheduled for Monday. In just the past few minutes, Claudia Balducci issued this concession message. We have it on the screen for you, saying she was grateful so many voters trusted her. Her message is that government has to work. She said she'll continue to work for the council and said she knows executive Executive-elect Zahalai will too. In Tacoma, the mayor's race is also over. Councilmember John Hines has conceded to Anders Ibsen. Ibsen leading Hines by well over 10 points. Results will be certified by November 25th. And in Everett, last night's numbers have incumbent Mayor Cassie Franklin leading Scott Murphy by 2,000 votes. We expect another update from Snohomish County at 5 o'clock this evening. Check KOMOnews.com for those results.